Midway between sprinting and distance running are the middle distance events, the 440 shown here and the 880. The 40-yard run has been markedly improved as sprinting techniques have infiltrated this event. The old idea of conserving your strength for the final half has been disproved. Today, speed is distributed throughout the race. Many still consider the 880 a distance run with emphasis placed on stamina rather than speed. Actually, it is also a speed competition. To gain proficiency, think as a sprinter, not as a distance runner. The middle distances require a sprint start and finish, as well as a long, easy stride. Master both techniques and learn to merge them. 1/4 of every middle distance race should be devoted to sprinting. The final 8th should be a sprint to victory. At the start, muscular tension is instinctive, but when shifting from speed to relaxed striding, there is a danger of overstriding, which checks momentum. Ball of the foot running is the secret of an automatic stride. Try running without making a sound. Your toes will lift, forcing you onto the balls of your feet. Knee reflex calisthenics are valuable. Most athletes, however, have the tendency of lifting the knees at the expense of lowering the hips. The runner should never appear to sit down. This is one way of loosening hips. This strengthens the thighs. Here is a good all-round exercise that limbers up thigh joints, pelvis, and lower spine. The runner must loosen his midsection to gain a complete stride. Incorrect footwork will set off a train of errors. To produce the circular or bicycle stride, proper ball of the foot pressure causes a forward knee reflex, the most efficient of running styles. When using the crouch start, middle distance runners tend to reach out for long strides. Instead, they should use the sprinter's progressive style, with each stride longer than the preceding one. At the start, don't make the mistake of stretching your stride when you want to run faster. The standing start is losing popularity with half-milers. The standard sprint crouch start is a desirable position for either the 440 or the 880. The one-arm crouch takeoff may be used effectively. It is worth trying. The standing start, common to distance running, requires much practice. A correct start will develop necessary momentum. This exercise is designed to encourage opposition arm and leg action. It is a basic coordinating movement. Here is a normal walking action. This principle of natural balance is essential to all events. This jog shows the same arm and leg coordination. The forward knee lift times with the backward elbow swing. Extreme effort makes the counterbalanced arm action more evident. The length of a proper stride depends upon momentum. It may range from 2 feet at the start to 8 feet at full speed. If the body is passing over the forward foot at the moment it lands on the track, the stride is perfect. Trained runners run close to the track, but their spring is always upward, as demonstrated here. The chalk lines indicate the length of a short stride. A front leg stretch covers the distance. A rear leg push also makes it. With the stride increased, the stretch effort is more difficult. The push drive clears it with ease. A further increase proves the limitations of the stretch stride. In the push drive, the front leg goes into position automatically for the next stride, while the back leg does the work. The distance is cleared easily. Study the leg action of these runners. All of them use the pendulum or hip swing. It starts with a kick-up. The foot, aided by the knee, then goes downward and forward automatically. Most records have been established with this style. There is a special technique for curve running. Leg action and stride length remain the same. The upper body makes the adjustment, with the shoulders leaning slightly inward. The right arm shifts to a forward swing, while the left arm continues its backward jab. Accustom yourself to curve running by constant practice. When shifting from walking to running, the arms are timed to the legs by lifting the hands. Elbow action is automatic. With greater speed, the elbows synchronize with the knees. The backward elbow jab provides counterbalance. The pickup drill used by this group is recommended as a warm-up before competition. It helps develop arm and leg opposition. A middle distance event always produces a spirited fight for the inside or pole lane. The man who gains this position has a shorter distance to run. Every middle distance runner, like every sprinter, should work on his progressive start to be ahead when he reaches the curve. The chief sprint defect shown by these runners is a tendency to accelerate by using the hands instead of the elbows. Overactive hand movements prevent the arms from synchronizing with and encouraging the drive of the legs. These athletes correctly follow a line around the curve. They avoid spread running, which stops hip action. The last two runners show the type of body angle recommended for the middle distances. An artificial impact style is used when trying for a better position. The man on our left goes ahead by stretching his stride. This power method lacks the surprise factor and can jeopardize future momentum. From this forward lean position, the right leg can be jabbed downward and backward for acceleration. Instead of making use of a series of quick steps, this runner swings the foot and foreleg outward. Here, he has shifted to an erect body position, handicapping his ability to gain speed. This erect position is defeating the back leg drive. The body is no longer a projectile. Never make a mistake in body lean. Hold to a fixed forward position to maintain speed. There are almost as many variations of the pendulum style as there are users. Each runner puts the print of his own personality on his stride. The danger of the pendulum style, however, lies in the fact that there is always a tendency to overstride. By stretching the foot forward stiffly, an overstride often strains the weak rear thigh muscle. When you take an overstride, you pay heavily in loss of energy for the few inches gained. In review, each athlete must develop a personal style. Some runners are natural pace setters, while others follow the pace. A highly mechanized stride is the chief concern of the pace setter. The pace follower must work on a closing sprint. Both need a progressive sprint at the start to gain momentum and to use up nervous energy. Arms and legs must be timed. Depend upon your thighs and shoulders for power, not your hands and feet. Championship time can be achieved by either a pendulum or a circular stride. But if you use the pendulum, beware of an overstride. These are speed events. Work like a sprinter. Think like a sprinter. You must run fast if you want to finish first in the middle distances.